Okay, who's ready to hear the gaming opinions of somebody with 32 subscribers? Chugga Conroy always thought it was really funny when Sonic pointed at the gingerbread man. Gosh, why don't you just go watch him instead? You'd like that, wouldn't you? That's what they all say. But anyway, this level kinda sucks. This is basically just waiting the level. Just stand on a button and then wait there. I haven't seen the Game Grumps playthrough of this, but I would imagine that was something they complained about. The slogan of the game is "Gotta go fast," but you have segments where you cannot go fast. God, how did it all devolve into just a shitty AVGN parody like it did? I don't understand it. So, yeah, lots of standing on buttons. You remember riding on cars from a sequelitis? Well, here's standing on buttons. So what else has been going on in Sonic fandom land lately? There's that meme going around lately where Eggman eats the banana. I was just going to consume this delicious banana. Tasty. Yeah, that one. And then the joke is that you put audio of you choosing over the part where he says tasty. And yeah, that's kind of funny, I guess. I don't know. I haven't really laughed at a meme of any kind in many years. Most memes are just made by kids anyway. That's something I can really relate to. I feel like that point was really driven home the other day. I saw a meme that just kind of disgusted me. It had like a SpongeBob and Patrick acting crazy, and it said, "When your friend comes for a sleepover for the night." And just thinking like, what 9-year-old made this? For God's sake. Why is this the kind of shit that YouTube thinks I want to see? Why can't they make memes for adults? And I don't just mean like those shitty millennial memes you see on Reddit, like when the rent is due, and it's like a picture of Rick Sanchez clutching his head or some shit. Ugh, everything sucks. You want to see something that doesn't suck? Well, here's my recommendation. Go look up MTV's The Max. Yeah, do yourself a favor. That is a top quality television show. Although I don't think it's available on any streaming platforms. But yeah, you'll find a way. Look it up. So, getting back to Sonic, one of the more interesting features in this game that never really appeared in any other Sonic games is the Eggman chatter, I guess you could call it. You probably haven't been able to hear it in this playthrough because I've been talking over the game audio, but they've got this thing where occasionally Eggman does sort of park announcements over the PA system. Every so often he'll say, "Would the owner of the white sedan please come to the front desk so I can fucking stick my finger in your mouth?" Something like that. I mean, maybe not. You get the idea. That's a cool thing that they did, the Eggman announcements. As a joke, I was gonna find one of those AI voice synthesizers and make it sound like Eggman just said the quote that I said and put it into the game and try to fool you into thinking that was one of his Eggman announcements, but I looked into the voice synthesizers and none of them were really convincing enough, so I guess we're not gonna do that. So, colored blocks definitely seems to be the theme of this level. Just like the Mario Galaxy games, just about every stage in Sonic Colors tries to do a new thing, and that is commendable. So yeah, there was one of those Eggman announcements that I was talking about. Perfect example of it. I couldn't quite make out what he was saying, but I think he was saying like, "A man cut in line ahead of me at Starbucks the other day, so I said, 'Go ahead, stick a shotgun in my pussy.' I think that's approximately what he said. Yeah. Kudos to you for making Eggman so edgy in this game, Sega. I think we've got enough of those sun tokens that we can unlock some complimentary gear. We can get those cool grid gloves or perhaps some of the medallions. There's another new thing. A couple minutes ago I said that the colorful blue blocks were a new thing when in fact they weren't. Those were in other levels. But this, the spinny, grabby, rice star-esque lollipops, those are indeed a thing that's new to this level. Yes, indeed, a new mechanic. Yeah. Do you know what I'm referring to when I say that these lollipops are rice star-esque? Here, let me include a clip of what I'm talking about to make that just a wee bit more clear. So yeah, same idea basically. As you can see, Sonic Colors takes a lot of inspirations from other games. We had the giant bullet bill from last episode, and now the rice star-esque spinning lollipops in this episode. It wouldn't be that much of a stretch to say that Sonic Colors is an inspired game, and I'm sure there will be more inspirations as we go along. Yeah, lots of good ideas in this. So anyway, if I could just go on a bit of a tangent here, I was rewatching my 7th Cross Evolution playthrough that I did about a year ago, and I'm still just kind of fascinated by 7th Cross Evolution and what it is and what it represents in the greater media landscape, because we live in an age where it seems like everything's been figured out and every last pixel of every game has been documented somewhere. No matter how obscure the game, somebody knows about it and knows how it works, but 7th Cross Evolution just completely flies in the face of all of that. It's an officially released console game and nobody knows how it works, still, even after 22 years. It just baffles me, as the Redditors say. I always hated that term, it baffles me. It's always used to put people down, like when you post your favorite song to a music subreddit and somebody's all, "Hey, we just saw this 8 months ago. The fact that people keep posting the same songs over and over again just baffles me." The world is not good. So anyway, this level's unique mechanic is the yellow blocks. They operate more or less the same as the blue ones, except you can smash through them. And the enemy's ray guns occasionally can go through the blocks as well. That's gotta be tricky to do from a programming standpoint. Both you and the enemies can break the thing. Talented programmers working at Sega, I assume. So anyway, at the time of recording, there's a big patch that was just recently released for this game. I mean, from my perspective, that doesn't seem entirely necessary. I've had a more or less bug-free experience. But of course that might have something to do with the fact that this is the PS5 version, the superior version. I think it was mainly just the Switch that had all the issues. And honestly, if you bought this game for the Soy Boy tablet, it's your own damn fault if you run into a bunch of bugs. Gee, that's kind of a dickish thing to say, isn't it? But I mean, it's true. So yeah, I have not really seen any bugs. I mean, you've been looking at the same footage I have. That hasn't been any bugs in these 4 episodes. So anyway, switching topics, Thanksgiving's coming up in the next 2 days, so this is probably going to be the last episode that goes out before Thanksgiving, so if I don't see you before then, happy Thanksgiving, I guess. Unless you live in Europe and you're just like some snooty, pretentious, "Ho ho, we don't have your silly American holidays."